Hey, what's up, my fellow Earthlings? Paranexium, aka Dustin here, bringing you a brand new gameplay commentary on the map Crash. We are playing the game type, kill confirmed, and I'm rocking that M48 Thrizzle. And as you can tell from the title, it's time for change. I just wanted to talk about how my life is changing, how my 2016 was, and how my 2017 is gonna be. Anyways, I'll just hop right into 2016. 2016 was a very, how should I put it? Kind of stale year, but at the same time not. Like, I just felt like 2016 I wanted to do so much with. I wanted there to be so much change in 2016, but there was literally no change. And there was no things that were very beneficial or significant in 2016. Like, there was only 3 events in 2016 that actually really made me happy and made me feel really good inside. And that first event was going to Edmonton for the first time here in Canada, in Alberta, the province Alberta. I went to Edmonton for the first time, and I went to the West Edmonton Mall, and we stayed at the Fantasyland Hotel. And this was just a great experience for me. You know, me and my girlfriend, we got to stay in the themed rooms at the Fantasyland Hotel. We got to stay in the Greek and Roman themed rooms, so it just looked fucking amazing, you know. You felt like a king and queen in there. And then from there, the next day after we spent the night there, we went to the wave pool. And I just felt like a kid again, because I had never got to experience that type of thing as a kid. So to me, it was just like this childlike euphoria pouring over my soul, and I just felt so good being in that fucking wave pool and holding my rubber floaty device, dinghy, whatever fucking thing you want to call it, and I just felt so good, just like being a kid again, man. Because, you know, life beats you down as an adult or a young adult, and it just sucks sometimes that we forget to bring out that childlike essence that's within all of us. And that's what I felt. Now, the second event, I went to, what was it? Yes, I went to a music event called Sweetwater in the local city I live in. And Sweetwater is like this music event where a bunch of music artists come and play in some farmer's field, and it's all ran locally, and the farmer lends out his land so all these great music artists can come there and play. All local talent, of course, all within Canada and shit like that. And, you know, it's cool. You know, they do all sorts of things, arts and crafts, sell crystals and minerals if you're into that type of stuff, tarot card reading and all that. Like, you know, kind of a bunch of hippies smoking weed and shit like that. But, you know, there was all sorts of walks of life, and you know what, it was just a great time. I'd never been to a music festival like that, and I hope in 2017 I get to go to more, like Shambhala and shit like that. I'd actually like to go to Soundwave in Edmonton, but they're probably running out of tickets really quick right now. My financial situation isn't too good, so that's that. The third event, which was probably, I think it was my favorite, I got to travel to Calgary, Alberta, and we stayed with my girlfriend's brother down there, and they live in Cochrane, which is just like 15 minutes away from Calgary. So we drove into Calgary and took the C train around, got a, you know, browse around Calgary, look at all the stores and shit. But one of the great events that happened there was we ended up going to the Calgary Zoo. And like I said, with the childlike euphoria, it was really going off then. I was almost in tears, because it's like, that's something you're supposed to experience as a kid. That's somewhere your parents are supposed to take you to the zoo so you could see the lions, giraffes, and monkeys, and all the cool shit that the zoo has to offer. And I didn't get that when I was a kid, but I did get it in 2016, and I felt so appreciative that I was even there, and I was so happy. Like I said, I was almost in tears walking into the fucking zoo. And it was great, man. I got to see so much animals, man. Like penguins doing their march and they all fucking dive into the water. I got to see lions, tigers, wolves, and all sorts of things. Giraffes, hippos. It was something else. I got lots of pictures. Well, I didn't get lots of pictures. I was too busy roaming around. My girlfriend got lots of pictures, but it was really fun. And then also, I guess there's 4 things. We went to Jasper, or Banff, whatever, and got a tour around that area, and that was really cool and significant. Went through a few stores and bought some crystal necklaces and medallions and shit like that. It was a pretty cool time there too. And then, you know, the rest of 2016 was just kind of shitty. You know, it was just, I didn't really do anything. I didn't take any action. I didn't really do anything. And you know what? I'm 100% responsible for that. It's totally my fault, but in my mind, I just couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. I spent 2016 procrastinating on what I wanted to do with my life. And like, even if I found some that I wanted to do, I had this mindset like, how am I going to do it? How am I going to achieve it? You know, and do I even believe I can do it? And it was a whole year spent procrastinating. It wasn't actually till pretty much the last month of 2016 where I started doing some self-development. I started researching things again. I started looking at motivational videos. And if you guys want a motivational video, go look up anything from Tony Robbins. Guy's absolutely amazing human being, and he will get you on the right path. I'm not saying it's for everybody, but at least for me, he really resonated with me, his words. So I'd suggest to go check him out. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. You know, fucking amazing human being. And you know what? This is going to bring me into 2017 now. Now, that was my 2016. About 3 or 4 great events that happened, and then a lot of procrastination. Now, we're here knocking on, actually not even knocking, we've already kicked in the door of 2017, and I feel like this is going to be a year for big change. And that's such a fucking generic thing to say, but I mean it. Like, this is going to be a year of a new Dustin. It's going to be a dying of an old Dustin and a birthing of a new Dustin is essentially what it's going to be. Like, I'm starting to, and I know I'm going through change when I actually, like, in my mind, for some reason in my mind, I can just kind of know. There's like this certainty that I know there's going to be a change. Like, in regards to my drinking, I'm not an alcoholic by any means. I live in a small town where there's nothing else to do, or at least I think there's nothing else to do but go out and get drunk. You know, keyword there, I think. You know, I don't actually know, because last year was a year of procrastination and no action, right? So this year is going to be a year of taking action. Just grabbing life by the balls and fucking going for it, right? And that's exactly what it's going to be like. And I even feel now that, like, I don't want to go out drinking. I have no desire to go out and drink. I don't know if it's because my mind's preoccupied with other things like school or like YouTube, but I just don't feel the need to go out and drink with my buddies. And even now when I do go out, I just feel bad for myself. I just feel like self-destructive when I go out and drink and spend my time doing that, when I could be here making a YouTube video, getting closer to my dreams and goals, or, you know, doing something a little more productive than the usual. Like, I can't count how many times throughout 2016 I went out and drank with my buddies when I could have been doing other things. And you know what? That's not what 2017's gonna be about. 2017's gonna be taking fucking action. It won't be no procrastinating. I don't care how I'm gonna get to my dream. I don't care how I'm gonna get to the finish line. I'm just gonna pave the way there. And you know what? It's not going to be easy. I know there's going to be obstacles, but I'm going to fully commit to changing this year from, not drinking near as much. And when I do drink, it's going to be within my control. It's going to be at an appropriate time. And it's not going to be just for the fact of going out and getting drunk with the buddies or, shit like that. It's going to be, a significant event that brings me out drinking. Like maybe it's a nice summer day and the buddies want to go down to the river and have a few beers. That's a significant type of event. It's just going to be a year for massive change from health and physique, diet, money, my careers, my goals. It's just going to be a time to cut the shit and take massive action. And I hope you guys do the same. This has been Paranexium. Leave me a rating. Peace out.